It's really hard to put in one word the essence of Macey. She just has this light in the corner of a dark room, and she's so positive, and she's adapted so well to every challenge she's been given.
People are drawn to her, you know, her big eyes, her blonde hair. She just lights up a room. You know, her laugh, her sense of humor really brings out the best in people.
Macey, to me, is the embodiment of hope, and this world is in a lot of need of hope, and she's often comforting people when really everyone should be coming to her, comforting her. And if I had really one word to sum her up with, it would be kind. She's just so kind to everyone in her life.
She was life-flighted from St. George when she was 2 days old and quickly diagnosed at Primary Children's with 2 valves deformed, and at that time they also told us her left ventricle looked abnormal. And other than just kind of limiting herself when she was tired, she had a really active, normal childhood. We were somewhere with a balance beam at age 3, and she immediately saw this balance beam and jumped up and was holding her dad's hand and walking back and forth and hanging on these monkey bars. 5 and 6, she kept saying, "Put me in gymnastics, put me in gymnastics." And finally, about age 8 or 9, I just said, "That's it, fine, you can go to gymnastics." She quickly excelled. For Macey to be gifted in the one thing cardiologists asked her to kind of steer away from was very disheartening for all of us. We were at Macey's annual checkup when we discovered something wasn't quite right again. We were really surprised to hear that she was having symptoms because she had already had surgeries to have her problems on her valves fixed.
When we were told Macey couldn't compete in gymnastics anymore, I wasn't sure what I was going to do, quite honestly, because it had been such a big part of our lives for 2-3 years. That was really hard for both of us emotionally. We were kind of lost there for a little while.
We went through a variety of tests, and we really didn't see or anticipate a transplant coming, and if it did come, we thought she'd be an adult before she needed it.
This whole experience has been bittersweet because it's made Macey and I really close. It's made our family really close. She might have a certain life expectancy, and that's a hard pill to swallow. I can't imagine not having her around me since the day she was born. Waiting was just long. It was on our minds day in, day out for 6 months. It was tough, but we just tried to maintain and do the best we could.
You just go through the emotions, denial that this can't be happening, anger, why is this happening? Fear is a big one. You're just so afraid. Whenever Macey had a heart surgery, I felt out of control, and it's not up to me. And I just have to put my faith in the doctors and something greater.
My name is Macey. I am a heart warrior. I've had 3 open heart surgeries, one of which was a heart transplant. I really enjoy music. I play the guitar and the ukulele, and I love singing. I'm a retired gymnast, and I used to compete all the time, and I have many awards from that, and that used to be my very strong passion. My love for gymnastics, I don't even know how to express. It was basically my life and my strongest passion that I'm so sad I had to let go of. When I was told that I couldn't compete anymore, I was torn apart. It was like this piece had been taken away from me. I didn't know what else I was going to do with my life if I wasn't competing as a gymnast. But I've learned to love other things like music, but I will never forget how much love I had for gymnastics and how much I miss it. When I was waiting for my transplant, I was an emotional roller coaster. There were so many things going on, and I was frustrated, I was overwhelmed, and I was especially sad getting the call from the doctors that I was going to receive my new heart. I was going to be a healthy person. I was going to be almost like everybody else. When I heard that, I just burst into tears, and I was so happy. And that was especially the most exciting part of my whole experience. All those terrible emotions came into this one feeling of just relief and happiness.
I want to thank the doctors, you know, from St. George and in Salt Lake for being so on things for us, you know, since the day she was born. From her being life-flighted up here, we got another 10 years out of that first procedure, which was great, and we can't thank the doctors enough for their expertise and keeping us informed and, yeah, just doing what they do. They're great people. I know it's easy to take things for granted. Keep a special eye on your kids, because they're what makes this, your life, our lives, everybody's life more bright. Being a parent has been the best thing that's ever happened to me.